SpaceX was set to launch Indonesia's next-generation communications satellite, Nusantara Lima, but Florida's stormy skies had other plans. With rain and lightning in the forecast, the Falcon 9 countdown was called off at the last moment. But don't worry, this mission isn't cancelled, just delayed. And when it flies, it will carry the promise of faster, more reliable internet for millions across Southeast Asia. The payload is Nusantara Lima, or N5, built by Boeing. It belongs to Pacific Satellite Nusantara, Indonesia's first private satellite company. N5 is designed to deliver 160 gigabits per second of capacity through more than 100 K-band spot beams. Translation: high-speed internet coverage across Indonesia's thousands of islands, where terrestrial networks often fall short. Nusantara Lima will join the Satria 1 satellite, which launched back in 2023, effectively doubling Indonesia's space-based communications power. The Falcon 9 was scheduled to lift off from Cape Canaveral's Space Force Station, Pad 40, at 8:01 p.m. Eastern on Monday, September 8th. But the weather? Not cooperating. Forecasts gave just a 30% chance of favorable weather at window opening, rising only to 45% later in the evening. Heavy atmospheric moisture, storms across central Florida, and a stubborn surface boundary made conditions unsafe. With lightning a serious risk, SpaceX hit pause, moving the target to Tuesday, September 9th with a 116-minute launch window. The rocket is powered by a veteran booster, B-1078, making its 23rd flight. This workhorse has already flown major missions: NASA's Crew 6, a U.S. Space Force launch, and AST SpaceMobile's Bluebird satellites. After stage separation, B-1078 will aim to land on the drone ship, a shortfall of Gravitas stationed in the Atlantic. If successful, this will mark the 124th landing for that vessel, and SpaceX's 500-second booster recovery overall. This relentless reuse is what keeps SpaceX ahead, lowering costs and enabling missions like Nusantara Lima to happen on schedule, again and again. N5 is built on Boeing's 702 MP VHTS platform, one of the most advanced high-throughput satellite designs in operation. It's engineered for over 15 years of service life, meaning it could continue delivering connectivity well into the 2040s. Once launched, the spacecraft will take several months to reach its final geostationary slot at 113 degrees east longitude. Services are expected to begin in early 2026. Boeing says this mission continues a legacy dating back to 1976, when they supported Indonesia's very first satellite, Palapa A1. Worth noting, the same Boeing bus design was used in Intelsat's IS-33E spacecraft, which suffered a catastrophic failure in 2024. Engineers stress that improvements have been made, but it's a reminder of how unforgiving space can be. Nusantara Lima itself was announced in 2022 and originally scheduled for a 2023 launch, but slipped due to delays. Now, as it waits on the pad, it carries not only cutting-edge technology, but also the hopes of millions who depend on better digital infrastructure. From rural villages to crowded cities, Nusantara Lima has the potential to transform how Indonesians connect with the world. All that stands in the way is Florida's unpredictable weather, and soon, SpaceX's Falcon 9 will try again to deliver. Stay tuned, because when the skies clear, this mission will mark another step forward in bridging the digital divide from space.